Hello, and welcome back to our lessons on Microsoft Word. In this lesson, we're going to discuss the overview of Microsoft Word. Things I want to point out in the overview of Microsoft Word is that if you look at the top of your page, once you have Microsoft Word opened, you have your bars up on the top. You have an option to save and auto save. You also have the option to save here. If you save here, it just means that you're doing it manually. Here you have a drop-down arrow. This drop-down arrow gives you more options to put into your short access bar or your quick access toolbar. If you notice here, we have automatically save, and undo and redo, which are these. This is undo and redo here. You can customize this to be whatever you want it to be. So, like if you want to have a print and print preview, you select this one. Then you see you had a print and preview on your taskbar. And then here you just had the name of your document. We have document 4 open right now. Here you can rename your document if that's what you want to do. Actually, you do that when you save. Then you have your search bar. Your search bar for when you have multiple documents within your folder or your file. And sometimes it's easier to put in a name and search for a name than it is to actually go through scrolling through and trying to find documents. And then here you just have your account holder. You have your ideas, and then you have your minimize and maximize and close the window. Here you have what's called your tabs. On your tabs, you have File, Home, Insert, Draw, Design, etc. as you can read here. Each tab has a subcategory which is called a ribbon. On your Home tab, you have what's called the Home ribbon. Your Home ribbon that basically deals with your fonts and things to do with typing. Inside of your ribbons, each ribbon, you have what is called groups. If you notice here, you see I have a line here and a line here, a vertical line. These vertical lines denote groups. So on this ribbon, you have a group of fonts, you have a group of paragraphs, you have a group of styles, and so forth and so on. Under your ribbons, you have what's called another drop-down arrow. And the drop-down arrow gives you just more options on which to do when you select that group in that ribbon. As you see here, so we selected fonts. Then I have a plethora of other ideas and things that I can use, other functions that I can use for my fonts. The same goes for when I want to do my paragraphs. I drop down arrow here, and I can select different things with my paragraphs. The different spacing and line and page breaks. We'll go into these more as we go into the course. Under your insert tab allows you to insert things that are not necessarily in your document. So here you can see I can insert a cover page in this group, or I can do tables. You can see here I can select tables. We could discuss that more later. I can insert pictures. Pictures either online or on the device. Then different icons and shapes. And the draw is similar. In the draw, what we like to use the draw for, sometimes we like to write our own signature. So we'll use the draw feature with one of these pens to actually insert a signature. That too will be discussed later in our lessons. You have this here is your main page, where you actually input your data, your type, or your font, or your pictures. To the bottom of your page, you have what's called a number count. Now notice when I put my cursor over an area, it gives me what that area is. This one says the current page number in a document. And so what you have here is you have page 1 of 1. If I had 10 pages and I'm on page 1, it'd be 1 of 10. If I have 10 pages and I'm on page 2, it'd be 2 of 10, so forth and so on. Then you also have your word count. This is just to tell you how many words you have on your document. Your predictions is when you have, let's say if I want to type something like go to the store. If I put go to the store in there more than once, it would remember it and I put go to and it would automatically include the store for me on there. The other thing I want to touch bases on real quick are the focus, the read mode. You have different modes in which you can access so that you can view your document. The read mode just looks like something where you want to read. And so because I don't have any text on it, it's kind of hard to see. Let me go back to where I was. Okay, now you have your read mode, you have sync mode, and you have your web layout. The web layout for something that you want to do online. Here you have your zoom bar, where you can make the document smaller. You can zoom in or out. Zoom in. You zoom in, make it smaller, You can zoom out, make it larger. You can do this with the side scroll bar. You can also, if you click on the number here, you change your percentages here. If I want 200, 100, 50% here. Also on this, when I click over here on the percentages, I can also get to do my page width, text width. So basically you have different functionalities that you can do. And just to show you some of them real quick, let me put my own. Okay, let's just do this real quick, just real quick. So you can see the features of the zoom. This is my zoom, so you can see it gets bigger and smaller. It's easier to see with text. And then I can also go here. If I do page width, I want to do page width. So page width give me the width of the screen for my document. Now you can see the page width. Also, to your far right, you have what's called a scroll bar. When you have data on your screen, you actually take the scroll bar and you hold down your left mouse and slide up and down, which is called the scroll. Okay, so this is what I have right now for our Microsoft overview. The next module we'll be talking about inputting data. Thank you and God bless you.